Ian tortured and raped Brittany all night long. Brittany's ear-shatteringly loud screams for help went unheard.
How?
They shattered people's ears, but they went unheard. I hate this. And only made Ian laugh harder as he continually smacking her, rapping her. He continually smacking her and rapping her. Then he moved to her asshole and stuck it right in, and Brittany screamed louder than she'd ever screamed in her life. If you thought this was erotic or hot or anything, then get the fuck out of here, you sick bastards. I mean it. This is supposed to be anti-rape. Why glorify it if it's a message about anti-rape? Chapter 4. Snoop was still stuck in traffic. A 747 crashed in the road and killed a bunch of people, and Snoop had to wait while the cops and firefighters and paramedics cleaned up wreckage and dead bodies. And Alvin was in bed sleeping, completely oblivious to the fact that his girlfriend got raped. Then Theodore came in running up to him.
Alvin, I saw Qua wrapping Brittany with whips and gear.
Alvin shit himself.
No!
He screamed.
No!
He ran in-not the bathroom. I think he meant into, but it's I-N-O-T, I-not. He ran I-not the bathroom and saw a horrific sight and let out the loudest scream anyone can ever make. Theodore threw up and Jeanette all started crying. Blood and cum was splattered all over the bathroom. There was a bloody whip in the corner, and poor Brittany was curled up, cuffed to a toilet, crying about... What did I tell you about standing in front of the camera, Jackie? I don't care how famous you are. You ruined the Karate Kid. Thank you.
Brittany?
Asked Alvin. She looked up at him. Ian beat her so bad, even doing that hurt. And she exploded crying.
Alvin!
Yelled Brittany pitifully.
He was horrible!
Alvin walked over and held her in his arms.
Did Qua do this to you? Yes,
Said Brittany.
but he's really Ian.
A deep boiling hate boiled up inside of Alvin and the other monks. Brittany continued.
He disguised himself as a chipmunk to sneak in, kill us all, and rape me. Eleanor was the first victim. He flushed her down the toilet.
Theodore started crying, which gave way to pure rage. He did what? He was so mad that he got rid of his chipmunk-sounding voice and he replaced it with a tightness, booming voice.
Tightness, booming voice.
Tightness and booming. Theodore was normally a big, galoot, wimpy chipmunkin. But piss him off, and he's a fucking dangerous. Alvin uncuffed Brittany and was healing her wounds.
So we need to make Qua pay for what he did. This is unforgivable.
But they didn't know where he was. And Simon was playing Call of Duty. They had to warn him before he was the next victim. Meanwhile, Simon was playing Call of Duty on live and shot some aliens, but another alien killed him. Do I even need to say what's wrong here? Do I? I'll just come out and say it. There's no aliens in Call of Duty. Ever.
Son of a bitch!
Screamed Simon as Ian strutted over. Hey Simon, said Ian. You playing Call of Duty?
Yeah,
Said Simon.
but that son of a bitch alien killed me.
I can think of something else that's going to kill you. Like... me! grabbed the knife and tried to kill Simon, but Simon was too quick and ran off with under a dresser.
You know what, Ian? Here's a better plan. Grab the knife before you say you're gonna kill him.
Good point. Ian tried to follow him, but then he got bigger. Oh no, yelled Ian. The monkifier was wearing off, and he was turning into human Ian again, without any clothes.
Oh,
Oh shit, yelled Ian, as he grew into a big hairy man again.
we're going to make you pay for what you did, you piece of shit. Ian!
Yelled Alvin. Then the monks dogpiled on him and started biting him all over. Oh, please, no more. No, oh, God, please, no more. Oh, God. It hurt for the evil rapist bastard. After 2 straight hours of being bitten, he thought it was over. Then Brittany came over, healed up. I guess Alvin took her to the Poke Center. I'm sorry, Brittany, yelled Ian, smirking. Brittany scowled at him and bit him in the dick. Hard. Oh God, it felt good for Brittany, and how bad it felt for Ian. The room echoed with his screams of pure agony. Oh God, it felt good for Brittany, and how bad it felt for Ian. The room echoed with his screams of pure pain and agony. Then Eleanor came in with a gun. Again, the size proportions in this fanfic do not make any sense. There's handcuffs where one side is bigger than the other. There's guns that apparently can kill people, but are still small enough that a chipmunk can hold. I don't get it! Then Eleanor came up with a gun. She was all wet, but was still alive and was pissed. Theodore was so happy, he cried.
Too short am I? Fat ass am I?
Yoda, am I? Squeaked Eleanor angrily. Ian was scared shitless, and then she aimed at his face. No, please no! He was begging. I won't rape anyone again, and I'll buy you lots of presents. And please forgive me, and don't shoot me, please! Alvin scoffed.
You motherfucker!
He screamed. Then all of a sudden, Snoop Dogg came home. He was tired because he had been stuck in traffic, but one look at what was going on and made his presence known. What the fuck's going on? Brittany ran up. Snoop, Qual was really some asshole named Ian in disguise. Brittany ran up to him.
Snoop, Qual was really some asshole named Ian in disguise, and he beat and beat me all night long. Now he wants to kill all of us.
Then Snoop looked at the hairy, naked man laying on the floor and got angry at him. I may be a gangster rapper, said Snoop angrily, but I'm also a policeman! Shocking revelation. Snoop Dogg is a policeman. Snoop then took out his gun and badge and pointed them at Ian, who was too shocked to say anything. He pointed the badge at Ian too? The gun and the badge? What was the badge gonna do? I'm firing my badge laser! Then, you fucking shitting me, right? No, I ain't, said Snoop. I'm going to take your rotten ass to jail. No, cried Ian as they tried to run, but Snoop nailed him to the wall. Then Snoop told the chipmunks that the cops for help. Then Snoop told the chipmunks that the cops... What the heck? Then Snoop told the chipmunks to call the cops for help as soon as Snoop dealt with Ian. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, Snoop! Apparently he's writing a rap song of his own. Ian was furious. I'll never buy your CDs again. Snoop laughed. You won't be buying any CDs where you going. Ian struggled against Snoop, but Snoop smacked him with his gun. I swear to God. Get that out of there.
Keep going, I'm gonna end the video with this. Just keep going, it's gonna be good.
Ian struggled against...
At the end, just kind of like get up and walk away.
Just don't distract me. Then Ian struggled against Snoop, but Snoop smacked him with his gun. "You think you can get away with what you did? No way, Jose!" Then the cops showed up and stormed the house to back Snoop up while the chipmunks watched. There's one person and one cop, and the cop can't handle himself? That doesn't make sense. One of the cops almost threw up after seeing Ian naked, so they persevered and helped Snoop load Ian's hairy ass up in the cruiser, and Ian ranted and raved. "I didn't do that shit. That little chipmunk bitch framed me. She wanted it. Help!" Then the chipmunks and Snoop all watched as the police drove off. "Well, that's the end of Ian Hawke," said Simon.
"Well, that's the end of Ian Hawke,"
said Simon.
"Good fucking riddance,"
added Alvin. Brittany was so disgusted with him, and she didn't even respond. Just stared at him, leaving hatefully. Snoop went and cracked open a beer. He was fucking tired, and he drank his beer and fell asleep on the couch. The chipmunks were standing there, and they started hearing a knocking. Alvin looked through the window.
"It's Dave!"
Dave came in, and they saw a clean, bloody bathroom. Dave came in, and they went in and cleaned the bloody bathroom so Dave wouldn't know what happened.
"Phew,"
said Theodore. "Hey, guys," said Dave. "You miss me? Where's Snoop?"
He's tired and sleeping on the couch," said Jeanette.
"This place is so clean," said Dave, surprised. "When I come home, it looks like Chernobyl most of the time. You bugs really cleaned up your act." But then things got bad. Dave looked in the corner and saw where Theodore took a big, noisy, nasty, smelly shit. Apparently, by looking at it, he could tell that it was noisy, despite the fact that he hadn't been there before. Then he looked in the washer and saw his bedspread. Who wants to put that on their bread? There's something wrong with me. The monks hadn't washed it yet, and it was still covered in cum. David knew Snoop personally and knew that he wouldn't do that, leaving only one suspect. "Alvin! Alvin!" David yelled. "Alvin!"
"Oh, shit,"
said the monks. Meanwhile, in San Quentin, Ian was marched through the halls wearing his orange prisoner uniform when everybody jeered at him for what he had done to Brittany. The cops then stopped at cell block 237, shining reference so you know something's bad in there, and threw him into a locked door. No, it says that, and threw him in a locked door. What does that even mean? They took him and threw him at the locked door, and they just hurt him? He didn't go in the jail cell? Ian looked in the corner and saw a huge black guy, huge in both fat and muscle, wearing a wife beater and a West Coast Choppers tattoo all over him. Then he asked a question. "You want to be the husband or the wife?" You knew exactly what he meant. No. No! And also, Ian spent the rest of his life as Big Bubba's bitch. The end.